welcome to the 2019-2020 first ever Westie Awards.
It's great to be here.
It's great to be here. We're in the auditorium at the school. It's just us here, and I will comment that the air conditioner's not on in here.
You know, it was
Tux might have been a bad choice.
really good for us to do the tux because I feel like our kids deserve this, but
Absolutely.
we're going to be punished.
Absolutely, I'm a little bit too chubby for this weather. As you know, I'm Greg Johnson, your athletic director.
And I am Matthew Dowdell, your principal.
It's a real treat to do these awards. We obviously can't do the end of the year spring sports awards, so we got to thinking and thought, what's the way we can honor our kids, and not just spring sport athletes, but everybody throughout the year that's kind of, when we talked about it the first time, we talked about we wanted to give awards that reflected who we are as a program.
Yeah.
And so I'm really excited about that. We came up with the idea of Westies, kind of like Espies. So we're excited.
I think I can go to you. I didn't think of that.
Well, thanks. I appreciate that.
Yeah, it wasn't me.
It was not it was like a long process of thinking what to do. Before we get started, let's thank a few people. So first off, our administration at West Florence High School, and this is a credit to you and higher up the food chain, but just unbelievably supportive of student athletes. And,
Yes.
supportive of me, and so let's start from the top. Dr. O'Malley.
Yeah, it's fantastic.
The facility upgrades we've had at this place, and not just that, but the support coming to games and that kind of stuff. And,
he gets it. He sees that athletics play a big role in our community.
It's the front porch to the school, right?
That's exactly right.
Also want to thank our principal, Mr. Matthew Dowdell. Does a fantastic job, tells us to go do it, go win, do what it takes, do it the right way. Dr. Green, Mr. Sinkler, Mr. Coleman, Miss Young, who am I missing?
Miss Brisbane.
Her name's Miss Davis now.
Miss Davis.
It's Miss Davis now. She got married. Congrats. So special thanks to all you guys. I want to thank our Athletic Booster Club, which is the absolute best thing going. Record membership this year.
Yeah.
Record giving again this year. They broke the record from last year. So our Athletic Booster Club does more for our student athletes than anybody could ever imagine. So,
and that's who it goes straight back to the student athletes.
Absolutely,
and that's what I love about
100% of that stuff goes to student athletes. So,
yeah.
Fantastic. Our parents do a really, really good job supporting our programs. Everyone has bought in, do a great job. Our coaches have done a fantastic job.
Couldn't be happy with our
And of
coaches.
course, our student athletes have done a fantastic job. So thank you to all of you. We are not us without you. How about an announcement? You want to make the announcement?
Yeah, so we're excited. So it's an announcement, and we're sad to see one go, but we're happy to see us gain a new member in our community.
New Night Nation member.
Yeah, so track going into next year, we are going to change up things. Coach Fritchman will still be here, and he will solely be over cross country.
That's correct.
In the fall. He'll still be here to help out. We're excited about that. But we have been able to hire a new social studies teacher and track coach, and Richard Weidman. He's coming to us from Darlington.
Coach Wildman's coming from Darlington, and I could not be more excited.
Yeah,
his cross-country teams have won 5 region championships in a row.
Yeah.
I think his track team has won 4 region championships in a row. Just recently, we were there for a basketball game this year, and they crowned. He had an athlete that won the state championship 5 different years.
That's unbelievable.
So every year from 8th grade too.
But
very, very excited about Coach Wildman.
I'm also excited for the classroom. He's going to be helping us out in U.S. history. Had great EOC pass scores at Darlington. We're excited to see that translate over here.
Some differentiated learning stuff too. So
yeah,
a fantastic hire. We're very excited to have Coach Wildman on board. Also, we'd be remiss if we didn't mention Coach Wilson.
Yeah, Bob Wilson, the AD over at South Florence. He has announced that he's going to retire at the end of this school year.
Yep.
And he will truly be missed because the knowledge that he brought to both of us in this district was fantastic. He's actually worked at all 3 schools, if I'm not mistaken.
He has.
But retiring as a South Florence Bruin, and thank you for everything you've shared with us. We really do appreciate the friendship that we had through this.
And when I first took this job, Coach Wilson has been instrumental, is not a good enough word. He has really taken me under his wing and has done a lot for not just me, but for us and for our student athletes. And that needs to be remembered. He needs to be, I have the utmost respect for Coach Wilson. We actually painted him a basketball for his trophy case. He was part of the 1986 state championship team here, did a fantastic job. So Coach Wilson, we will miss you. I'll miss you personally, and can't wait for you to take me to breakfast next year. Let's get on with the award show. What do you think?
I think I'm ready.
All right, so our first award that we're going to give, we've never given it before. My wife hates the name of this award. She thought it was stupid. She didn't get it, but
I completely understand it.
Thank you. Same page. The Lunch Pail Award is given to the male and female athlete at West Florence High School that have displayed maybe the strongest work ethic and just gone above and beyond reps before practice, reps after practice, leadership on the field. But this is the Lunch Pail Award.
The way I see it is, I'm from Pittsburgh, blue-collar town. These are the people that went in every single day and worked, didn't get the credit when absolutely necessary, but just worked harder than anyone else. So, all right, let's get into this. Why don't you?
Before you do that, I want to kind of tell everybody how these were voted on.
All right.
So we took nominations from every head coach. Once we got the nominations together, we sent it back out. Everybody voted on it, and these are kind of the consensus picks. So
why don't you announce our Lunch Pail Female Athlete of the Year?
Female Athlete of the Year that receives our Lunch Pail Award is Miss Kinsley Benson. Kinsley Benson has played softball here for 68 years, I believe. She has been here forever. She's played a multitude of positions. Coach Perkins stood on a soapbox and told us why Kinsley Benson needed this award.
Good afternoon, Knights. It's Coach Perkins here, head softball coach for your Lady Knights. Congratulations to all the award winners. First up, the first award goes to Miss Kinsley Benson. She gets our Lunch Pail Award. Congratulations, KB. We love you.
And she's absolutely deserving. She's done an outstanding job in the classroom as well. Hard work kind of translates, classroom, field,
does.
Community service, that kind of stuff. And so, Kinsley, congratulations.
Congratulations,
that is well
Kinsley.
Deserved. Our male athlete of the year, he has trouble getting on an airplane with TSA.
I could see that.
People think that he is smuggling basketballs in his shoulders.
Yes.
And this time last year, he looked like two brooms standing next to each other in a closet. And all
just
of a
goes to
sudden,
show you the weight room works.
he is jacked up. His name's Avion McBride. Avion is a sophomore for us. He has grown from maybe 6'2" to 6'6" all of a sudden, and has muscles. And
looks like a man.
He's filling out his jersey.
Yeah.
And he has done an absolutely outstanding job for us. Has really set the tone, and it's hard for a young kid to set the tone, but he has done it.
Yep, I was going to say a sophomore being able to set the tone, especially in basketball.
And also another classroom guy, getting it done, taking care of business. So props to Avion.
Congratulations,
better known
Avion.
as AV. So we got the lunch pail out of the way. Let's talk about some performances of the year. We're going to give an individual performance of the year, male and female. But let's talk about some of the coolest moments of the year, maybe team performances of the year.
So I think back to when we were at South Florence and our girls were playing. First off, the crowd there and the enthusiasm that was going on.
Unreal student section by South Florence.
Back and forth and back and forth.
Had a big lead, lost it, got the lead, lost it, went to overtime, I believe.
Yeah,
And
absolutely.
I think, isn't that the game Amara Burgess hit like an uncontested layup to win with no time left? Skylar shaking her head yes. Just a fantastic win there. And our girls basketball team doubled the win total from last year, made the playoffs, and so just a fantastic effort by them. That was a really cool night.
Yeah, the fight that they had in that night was
They had a lot
uncontested.
of grit.
Yes,
A lot of
I
grit.
like that, grit.
If we're going performances of the year as far as team goes, like a week later, the boys basketball team beat Conway in overtime right here at the Castle. Another outstanding
Conway, I
environment.
think, was sixth maybe
Conway
in the
was
state.
sixth or seventh in the state. They were rolling.
Yes.
Their basketball team ended up playing for the state championship, I believe. Lost to Dutch Fort.
Lost to Dutch Fort.
And we were, I want to say, the only team to beat them when they had everybody.
Yeah.
And so they lost a few games at Christmas when Tonka, who was the region everything of the year in every sport, he didn't play because he was in like 3 All-Star games for football.
He was pretty good.
Check. They also had an offensive tackle that shot threes, and it was unreal.
Yeah.
We laid an absolute egg at their place, but then came back here and took care of business. So that was a really cool win. Pearson Mixon won the region championship in cross country this year. Great performance. I think he ran like 15:47 or something like that. Just
he ran faster than
I can drive.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of performances of the year. Girls soccer won their preseason tournament,
which was excellent.
In Florence, a great win for them. They outscored their opponents a lot to a little.
Yeah.
Girls softball won the Latta Invitational preseason tournament.
Great.
Did really well. So we had some cool moments. I think the best moment of the year, I'm probably partial, first ever home game on campus.
Yeah,
that was a pretty cool night.
That was a pretty cool night. And again, this all comes back to the crowd, the atmosphere.
No doubt.
So it's not just the game.
And
It's all of these things.
It's the high school experience, right?
Yes, it's fantastic.
So let's talk about some individual performances of the year. Say that fast.
Individual performance of the year.
Got it.
Right.
As far as females, I don't know if you know how volleyball works. You know how volleyball scoring works?
I do.
Games to 25, you have to win 3. And so to beat a team, you essentially have to score 75 points. One night, we were playing South Florence, and Emmy Rollins scored she had 24 kills in one night. 24 kills equals out to roughly a third of our points that night.
Absolutely.
She hit the ball, and points over, we win. So Emmy Rollins, I'm going to display her stats here on the graphic. I'll let you read them, but just an incredible night. Emmy had a heck of a year. She was all state.
Fantastic.
Just a great, also kind of a theme here, great student athlete.
Yeah.
Hi, my name is Warren Coker, and I am the women's volleyball coach and men's tennis coach here at West Florence High School. I'd like to say congratulations to Emmy Rollins for being named Female Performance Player of the Year.
And I think that's what we want to spread across all of this is
Absolutely.
that these guys are excellent students, but they're also excellent
Yep.
athletes. Plus, they help out the community. And
Absolutely.
It's an all-around good.
Absolutely.
Good
You'll hear
student.
us talk about that a lot. The boys are the male performance of the year. This is a basketball game that we had to win to finish second in the region. It was a big game. It was at our place. I remember tweeting that night, and I tweeted this kid's name so much, and it was in all caps. When I typed the first 3 letters of this kid's name,
pop up.
all caps now, and I have to go back and change it. And, Chris Brigman versus Carolina Forest scored a gajillion points that night. Had a fantastic night, really put the team on his back. Great performance by him. So Chris Brigman and Emmy Rollins are individual performances of the year.
Congratulations to both of you. It's very well earned by you guys. And again, it comes back to your ultimate teammate. And you just really make us proud of you guys as individuals and as West Florence students.
Check, check. So we're giving out some cool awards. We never give love to coaches in these award ceremonies.
No, and they work so hard.
They do.
The hours.
They do.
They're also teaching
they're
classes.
They're not paid very much, but they do a really, really good job. We want to recognize this year our assistant coach of the year. Head coaches get a lot of love, and deservedly so.
Yeah.
But I feel like there's a lot of people behind the scenes that just go above and beyond. This year's assistant coach of the year is Mr. Jerron Devlin. Can you think of anybody more deserving in our school building?
No, I think it starts at 7:30 with him getting here,
Yeah.
helping out in the cafeteria,
Yep.
helping out with whatever we need. Does an excellent job in our PE department.
Outstanding job in the classroom. Our
Weight room does a great
He
job.
does the
in our
weight room for every program that asks it. He
Yeah.
does it. He stays. He gets here early. He stays late. He does that. This year he volunteered to coach JV boys tennis.
Yeah.
He started a JV boys tennis program. So Coach Devlin has taken the norm and the expectations, which are already high for us,
Yeah,
and has set them
absolutely.
even higher. So Coach Devlin, congratulations. You do an outstanding job in all that you do. Other assistant coaches, try to come take Coach Devlin off the top.
Thank you, Coach Devlin. We really do appreciate you.
Before we go any further, I think we ought to explain our hair, because we're going to watch this in 20 years and go, why in the world do we not have haircuts for this thing?
I'm very thankful that I got one relatively close to
I got
to
one for
this.
the wedding the day we got out, and what are we, 6 weeks in? My hair looks atrocious. I'm aware. Someone told me I have Lego hair at this point, and just kind of pick it up, put it down. It's also so hot, you know what I mean?
Well, it's a little.
Let the record indicate we have not been in school for 6 weeks, and the whole world is shut down for the COVID-19 scare. So hopefully 20 years from now, we'll look back at this and laugh, and haha, you got a funny haircut.
Absolutely. I think in 20 years I won't have any hair, so I'll be jealous that I have hair.
You know, I'll still have mine. It'll be white, but I'll have it. But yours looks good. You actually, you're pulling it off.
It's a little coif.
You're pulling it off. The sweat's starting to show on mine right now, too. So let's talk about community service athletes of the year.
I mean, where do we start? I just think from where we were when we first started this journey
Sure.
a few years ago, the amount of community service that we have given back to whether it's schools, whether it's different organizations around Florence, is just tremendous. And it just goes to show you, it starts with the vision of Greg as our athletic director in planning all of this, but our head coaches and coaches are all on board with this. And again, this wouldn't be possible without our student athletes.
Sure.
When I drop my daughter off at Royal on Fridays and see our team there's nothing that brings a greater smile to my face than being able to watch them do this and give back to the community.
Well, and the Friday Readers program is one thing, and what we started that out to do as we want to help out the younger generation.
Yeah.
And it ended up our kids like doing that more than the Royal kids and the Briggs kids and all those
Absolutely.
other kids. Like our kids get more fun out of that
It's
than
that
anything
their
else.
time to shine.
That's right, but they're also they're understanding the importance of the future generation. They're understanding being a good citizen. So that's really cool. I can say my daughter loves it. She does not like the boys so much coming to her school, but she loves the cheerleaders when they come and loves the volleyball players and on down the line. But a couple people have displayed just exceptional community service.
Yeah.
The girls first, I could not decide a girls winner. That is
Well, there's so many people out there within our female
sure.
organizations.
Coach Kevin Robinson was our new girls basketball coach this year, and he went not just above and beyond, but we tell every coach in the program, you have to pick a community service project. You've got to run with it. This is yours. Own it. Tell me what it's going to be. Now do it. And he was so excited to be here. He did like 7. And so they did everything from Friday readers to one day at Christmas time, they went to Sam's and rung the bell literally all day long.
Yeah,
Just ding, ding, ding,
I
ding,
remember
ding, ding,
going
ding,
there.
ding, ding, ding,
Yeah.
ding, ding. They fed homeless people. They had and like cooked the food for them and took it to serve, and just an unlimited amount of things they did for the community. They really, really, really went above and beyond. So we decided to give our female community service athlete of the year award to the girls basketball team. So props to you guys.
And again, there's no one that is more deserving of you guys and your hard work throughout this school year. So
Absolutely.
we appreciate that.
The boys award was even harder to give out. We had so many athletes that went and did Friday readers. I think at one point we had more than 70 going out on a Friday.
Oh, it was a lot. I know that.
And you know, a guy like Clark Triggers, who has 25 things on his extracurricular thing, and props to Clark, unreal. But I thought this kid really went above and beyond. And the other part of this thing is he has matured so much in 2 years that I wanted to
completely agree with you.
I can't say enough about how much this kid's grown up, and I think that the community service has really taught him some of that. And not just what he's doing is not just for him, but it's about the entire community. And so Nick Edick has gone above and beyond. I have witnessed personally him going to Carver Elementary School and going to read to the kids and you know, getting on the floor with them and reading them books and signing autographs, which is, you know.
Well, you know, that's only making his head.
That's right. I mean, and the hair already, cheese and crackers. But Nick, we're super proud of you. You've done an outstanding job. Nick
Good job,
Edick
Nick.
is our male community service athlete of the year.
Congratulations.
One of my favorite awards to give out is the academic award.
I couldn't agree with you more.
I feel like for our kids to do the job that they have done is just, when I tell people, other athletic directors, our numbers for this, they're blown away.
Yeah.
Our team GPA for the second year in a row, take all the athletes, add them up, add the GPAs up, average it out, over a 4.0, for the second year in a row.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take a pause because at home I know they're clapping and I want the applause to end. Enough. Just an outstanding job by our student athletes, an outstanding job by our coaches to do that. We have some teachers in the building that go above and beyond helping our kids and volunteer their time, and
Cannot thank them enough for
that's a
everything
really,
they
really
do.
cool thing to do. That shows our teachers care about kids.
Yeah.
So want to recognize by sport who had the highest GPA. You ready?
I'm ready. Let's
You
start
say the
with-
sport, I'll say the name.
Let's start with cheer.
Cheer, Katie Chase.
Let's go with volleyball.
Volleyball was Emmy, I believe. Emmy Rollins.
Amy Rollins,
Yeah.
congratulations.
Keep
Girls
going.
cross country.
Cece Calazio. Cecilia is her real name, but Cecilia Calazio.
Congratulations.
Yep.
Let's go boys cross country.
Boys cross country was Connor Bailey, whose GPA is higher than my current weight with the COVID.
Oh, that's good. Let's go with girls swim.
Girls swim was Miss Mariah Doherty.
Congratulations, Mariah. Boys swim.
Boys swim was Jordan Berry.
Jordan, great job. Let's move on to girls tennis.
Girls tennis was Miss Kate Sansbury.
Excellent. All right. Girls golf with Coach Wegman.
Girls golf, I don't remember this one, I gotta look this one up. Girls golf, Miss Julia Klein with an impressive 4.77.
Excellent, Julia. Congratulations. Let's go with the almighty girls basketball team.
Girls basketball was Miss Amara Burgess, AKA Tater.
That's a great nickname.
It is, it's fantastic.
It absolutely is. Boys basketball.
Boys basketball was Shaquille White. Shaquille won this award 2 years in a row, so outstanding job by Shaquille.
And that was actually competitive. That was a
heck
close
yeah.
race. A lot of these were, but
Shaquille and his twin brother Shaquem both signed to play college basketball with Erskine last week, so congrats to you guys.
congratulations.
Yep.
Erskine's getting two fine young men.
Yes,
I'm very excited to
outstanding
see that.
students that happen to be very good basketball players.
Absolutely.
Yep.
All right, back to this. Let's go softball.
Sydney Holland, also second year in a row.
Congratulations. Baseball. I heard we have a freshman.
Baseball, a freshman, Mac Fail, who was a freshman, came in and made the varsity team, played a good bit in the preseason and the early season games, and won the academic award. So Mac has a chance to win it 4 years in a row.
Congratulations,
Yeah.
Mac. Let's make that happen.
Yep.
All right, we are going to move on to girls track.
Sarah McCown, just an outstanding GPA.
Yeah.
She is well over 5.
Yeah, she's doing a great job.
Yeah.
Boys track.
Also Connor Bailey, he won 2 of these.
Congratulations, Connor. How can we forget our girls soccer team?
Miss Jordan Cook with an outstanding GPA. This was probably the most competitive in girls soccer. They had 5 girls over a 5.0.
Yeah, so girls
Just
soccer,
incredible.
definitely girls tennis. Those get very rivaled.
Girls tennis was the highest team GPA again.
Again, yeah. But hey, listen,
Hey, props to Coach Sullivan.
other people were catching.
No
them.
doubt, no doubt.
Let's go boys soccer.
Mr. Robert Spence. Robert Spence, another set of twins, does a fantastic job in the
Spence.
classroom. Also very competitive.
Yes. So the last one is very interesting because we have somebody that has won all 3 sports.
Three-sport athlete, won all three. Mr. Hale Emerson wins the academic award for football, for golf, boys golf, and for boys tennis. So an outstanding job. Hale was an all-state tennis player and a academic award winner for 3 different sports. So
Congratulations,
that's
Hale.
pretty strong. Congrats,
Yeah,
Hale.
yeah. Thank you, guys.
Hale, yeah. Anything you want to add academically, because you're the principal?
Well, I would first off I would love to thank the teachers first, because without them this would not be possible. And they do come early. They stay after late. They know when things are in season and students have to leave early. They're there, kind of bending their backs to help these kids. And again, the coaches stay on top of their grades. Coach Johnson does grade checks on a weekly basis to make sure we're on top of this. So it really is an all-encompassing.
It's the effort to me that makes the place special.
Absolutely.
That's what we have.
And again, without these kids, this wouldn't be possible.
Sure.
So thank you guys and your parents for making academics a priority, because we know how far you will go after this.
Absolutely. Guys, you have made us proud with this. I consider this to be one of our top honors.
Yeah,
Academic
absolutely.
Athletes of the Year. Let's talk about Teammates of the Year.
Another important.
It's a new category that we came up with, and I thought it was important because sports, especially in the year 2020, have a tendency to be very individually focused.
I
And
think,
so,
yeah.
like AAU and all this travel ball stuff.
I think social media. That's just an independent.
That's right. It's the times.
It is.
It's the times.
It is.
So what we're talking about here is I ask every coach to nominate someone off their team that would be the teammate of the year. So the person that puts the success of the team above the success of self.
Yes.
Didn't have to be a senior. Just wanted somebody on your team that represented everything that we represented as a program. I want these kids to reflect that.
Similar to a lunch pail, but there's a lot more, because we have
Yes,
one for every.
this
but
is, like a lot of these kids weren't starters, doesn't
Yeah.
matter, it just means that you outworked everybody.
Absolutely.
And so we have some coaches' videos that will intersect in here too, talking about their kids.
Yeah.
But let's just go from the top. Football.
Stephen Snell.
Stephen Snell was the kicker and an outstanding one. Good soccer player also.
Absolutely.
He absolutely was, a lot of kickers go sit on the end of the bench and don't watch the game. Stephen was in there, he was cheering, did an absolutely outstanding job.
But I see him up here practicing all the time as well.
All the time. Get off the field, Stephen. Water in the grass.
Cheer.
Lily Williams.
Congratulations,
Lily
Lily.
Williams did a great job, was team first person.
Yes, absolutely.
Congratulations, Lily Williams, on being our Cheer Teammate of the Year. You exemplify all of the great qualities it takes to be a great teammate. Thank you for always being willing to help. Thank you for your kind heart, your sweet words, your ability to get along well with others in any situation. You are an amazing cheerleader, but even more of an amazing person. I'm so grateful that I've been able to be your coach. I look forward to all the many years in the future that we get to be in contact. Go Knights!
Volleyball.
I can still hear Cammie Niles screaming in my nightmares. Cammie Niles is so loud, in the game or not, she's a screamer, and I love it.
So volleyball and softball are those sports that they are very loud.
Yes.
To Cammie Niles for being named Teammate Player of the Year for volleyball.
Cammie did an outstanding job. She was a four-year four-year volleyball player, was very invested in the team, did a great job. That was also a close race. We had some discussion on that.
Great job, Cammie. Let's go with girls cross country.
Miss Jordan Roberts did a fantastic job, was a Coach Richmond, I think, described her as a leader.
Yeah.
Jordan Roberts. Jordan, you've been an excellent teammate. You've been a leader. You've always looked out for your fellow runners and tried to make sure everybody was doing what they needed to be doing and cheering everybody on. You've helped me out a great deal. I want to thank you for being such a great teammate, and congratulations. Stay safe.
Excellent.
And really led by example.
Boys cross country. I've seen this name come up.
Big
a lot.
surprise here, Connor Bailey.
Man.
Connor did a good job. I watched him. He and Pearson Mixing both we had a very young boys cross country team.
Yeah.
Took all the young whippersnappers under their wings and really ran with it cross country.
The award goes to Connor Bailey. Congratulations, Connor. You have always been a wonderful teammate. You've been with the program for a very long time, and you've always put teammates first. You have always been concerned about how the program goes and making sure everything's going the right way. You've helped me out tremendously at practice when needed. Connor, I want to thank you for being such a valuable teammate to your fellow runners and myself. Go Knights.
They did a good job.
Not
Connor
a
was
whole
our
lot farther than we did.
teammate. Check. Connor was also an all-region player.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Girls swim.
Seen this name before too, Miss Mariah Doherty. You
Congratulations.
think it's a
Brian.
coincidence that the teammates are also, no? Hard work
Just
goes together.
goes to show you what
Yep.
hard work is.
Yep.
Boys swim.
Tommy Resnick, outstanding team supporter. That guy on the side of the pool that's ooh, ooh, ooh the whole time.
Yeah.
It's a cool sport to watch. We went to the home meet this year at Francis Marion. Remember
Two.
seeing all the guys at the end of the pool, telling how many
Two.
laps they got left. And
The problem is their air conditioning is doing the same thing ours is doing right
whoa,
now.
is it humid in there?
That is a humid
Whoa, is
place
that
there in
humid.
their gym. We've seen this name before, girls tennis.
Kate Sansbury, played #1, academic award winner, great teammate. All
Absolutely.
around. Nicely done.
Hey guys, it's Coach Sullivan, and I wanted to take this moment to congratulate you for being the Teammate of the Year. You have been chosen for this award because you are motivating, you are uplifting, you're encouraging to all of your teammates, and you strive to give 100% during match play and practice times alike. Congratulations for being chosen and nominated for the Teammate of the Year during the 1920 school year.
Girls golf.
Trinity Chapman, another just great teammate.
She is.
How many golf matches did we go to? And you can't really cheer at golf matches, but she's
You could
fist
do
bumping. Sure. Trinity did a great job. Great
Congratulations, Trinity. Girls basketball.
job. Shocker here. Who's more team oriented in this whole school than Analia Cook?
I can't name one.
If we had another girl sport, she'd probably play that one too.
But not only that, remember when we would go and do the outdoor duty when we were driving around towards the end of the school year?
Yep.
Who was always the first person we saw?
Analia Cook gets here at 6:45 every day. She's greeting us with coffee every morning.
She absolutely is.
Analia
So,
puts in the work. Great teammate in all three sports. Remember in softball, she had a just absolutely disgusting ankle injury. Her ankle was this big around, and she was trying to get to the field to cheer her teammates on. So good for her.
She's fantastic.
You might not have seen this next one, and I don't know if you were here or not. I know Skylar saw it because she was here for this. Do you remember it was a basketball game? Don't know who we were playing. It was a fairly big game, like it mattered, and we had gotten just this huge lead somehow. We are absolutely dominating the basketball game.
Yeah.
And I think we're up 20, and the younger guys are going in, and the older guys are on the bench. And I look over, and I'm sitting next to the bench, and Braxton Taylor has got our guys doing a synchronized dance with their feet. They're tapping, and they're crossing their
I
legs
actually
and looking
remember the
at camera.
tweet more than anything.
Braxton Taylor, he also,
For our
when
boys
we went
basketball.
to the Hornets, we had the Hornets game. That was a moment of the year, playing at the Hornets Arena.
We forgot about that.
He rented one of those bird scooters. And was,
Yep, just,
nobody but Braxton.
Yeah.
If you know Braxton, you know exactly why he wins this award.
Absolutely.
Team first guy, and also, don't say it enough, proud of how far he's come,
I was going
how
to
far
say,
he's developed.
from where he started in West Florence to where he is finishing, we couldn't be more proud.
Braxton
of him.
also really bad news. You're still not better looking than me, so keep trying. Let's go down the line.
Softball.
Miss Erin Huggins. She was a junior this year. Really put team first.
Yeah.
Our second award goes to Miss Erin Huggy Bear Huggins for the Teammate of the Year award. Good job, Huggy Bear.
Great attitude.
Absolutely. Baseball. One of my favorite
Come on,
things.
this is easy.
Clark
Driggers. Clark.
Don't want to see him on the mound.
Clark has been at West Florence High School 4 years. He has said 7 words to me.
Yeah.
He does not care to speak
each
to
one
me.
was hello.
That's right. Hello 7 different times. That's it. He is a man of very few words, but a man of tremendous leadership.
Yeah.
Even he was a PO for the baseball team, and when he wasn't pitching, I have seen Clark Driggers drag the baseball field. He has helped me paint lines before on the baseball field. In basketball, he's that rare kid that can play 5 positions on the court.
How does painting lines go with no communication? I bet that's interesting.
He just goes. Let's keep going. Girls track.
Kamari Goodman.
Kamari also signed a college scholarship last week. She's going to run at Columbia College. She's going to be a koala.
The award goes to Kamari Goodman. Congratulations, Kamari. Thank you for being such a valuable teammate on the track team, for always putting your fellow teammates before yourself, for being dedicated to the sport, giving your best and giving your all, whether at practice or a meet. Congratulations, and stay safe, and hope everyone has a good rest of the year.
Congratulations.
Good for Kamari. She's a girls basketball player also.
Boys track.
Bakari Brown. When I sent this email out to the coaches, Coach Galls was the first one to answer. He said Bakari Brown stays every day and cleans up. He stacks hurdles. He gets there early.
I love saying
kind of
that.
stuff. Yeah.
Girls soccer.
Miss Emily Barnett, an outstanding team player. I think in their write-ups, Coach Shortall wrote that she is the only person who really like volunteers her. She said, "Hey, I'll come out and let the young kids play," that kind of thing. So,
Actually,
team success.
I want to see where he put really 3 times in a row.
I'll show you. It's no big deal. We'll talk about that later. Mr. Robert Spence,
For
again,
boys soccer.
Another award for Mr. Spence. He wins the academic and the teammate of the year award. Boys golf, no surprise here.
Another great kid, Lane Josie.
Lane won a special award for us in the winter award ceremony for just being like the spirit. I think we called it the spirit of West Florence.
I was going to say, I mean, if he's not on the golf course, he is at one of these athletic events.
That's right.
He is leading it.
We went to the golf tournament in Charleston this year.
Yeah.
Lane was not playing especially well that first day. Still had a lot of love for his teammates, still giving pointers, that kind of thing.
Absolutely.
And for boys tennis,
Michael Asper.
Michael Asper played doubles for us last year, was playing some single stuff this year. Tremendous teammate, tremendous work ethic. Very proud that Michael Asper is one of ours.
Great.
Mike Asper for being named Teammate Player of the Year for tennis.
Congratulations.
I like the idea of the teammate of the year. Who would be your assistant principal teammate of the year?
Oh man, I think that's putting me on the spot. I would probably create 5 positions for that, and I would name all of them
Hey,
because
you're the
each one of
boss.
them does
You can do that.
an individual thing, or plenty of individual things for me, and for our school every day. So I really couldn't
I
choose.
heard a
that.
quote last week, and it was like the 1% of everybody is better than 100% of one person, and I thought that was a cool quote. So
Absolutely.
love it when a plan comes together. Love it when teammates love each other. Mr. Dudell just commented to me that our award ceremony is taking a long time, and he's right. But
It's for a good reason.
quicker than an hour, and usually
That is true.
usually I'm an hour on the dot.
And here's the
award
thing:
ceremony.
they're not getting punished by the 95-degree weather we're dealing with.
You guys can also, watch at home with dinner, whatever. So you guys are enjoying it. Let's talk about the Neville Foust Memorial Scholarship.
Cannot speak highly enough about Neville Foust and what the foundation that he laid here.
I
For
always
us.
tell my funny story about Coach Foust. You ready to hear it?
I'm ready.
Coach Foust and my father were suite mates at the University of South Carolina. Coach Foust played football there. My dad played baseball. Coach Kevin Allen was also in there. Coach Clankenite was in there, and my dad somehow knows these people. So I'm a 20-year-old kid. I need a job. And my dad says, call Neville Foust. So I call Coach Foust. Say, hey, Coach Foust, Greg Johnson. I am a football coach, and I'm desperate for a job. He said, well, what do you do? I said, wah, 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 wah. I said, my dad told me to call you. He said, who's your dad? I said, Alan Johnson. He said, you're hired. Come on up.
Come on.
And that's how I got to West Florence in 2009. So Coach Foust, I had the pleasure of working for him. He was absolutely as by the book and as fun to be around for a lot of times of a guy, but no one reflected what this place wants to reflect more than Coach Foust.
I would
He
agree with
absolutely loved everybody here. Did an outstanding job with our program, was the AD here, I think, for 14 or 15 years.
Yeah.
Just did a super job, was the head football coach before that.
And
His
he is the
picture's
reason
still
why
in the
this
locker room.
this award right here means so much to us.
Absolutely. It especially means a lot to me. When we met yesterday, we had like a 2-hour meeting on this yesterday. And
Yeah.
what we talked about at the end of the day, these kids reflect what Coach Foust would have wanted. So our Athletic Booster Club gives this scholarship. These are $500 scholarships, a pretty nice chunk of change to take to college with you. So
Absolutely.
let's go through them.
DeShanti Price.
DeShanti Price. Wouldn't she miss West Florence this year?
What hasn't she
She's
won?
like the homecoming queen. I think she was at one point Miss West Florence. She was a cheerleader,
Yeah.
teacher cadet. The list just goes on and on and on about.
But
DeShanti
she's somebody
Price.
that other students look up to.
Absolutely.
Because she
Absolutely.
is vocal for the right reasons.
We don't have a better reflection of West Florence than DeShanti Price.
Yeah, she is vocal for the right reasons. And we
DeShanti
appreciate you,
Price has
DeShanti,
been
everything you
a
do.
leader amongst leaders.
Yeah.
Just a super career. DeShanti, Coach Foust would have loved it. Next up, we talked about him before.
Why not talk about him again?
Clark Driggers. Clark is the baby Driggers, and so Coach Foust knew the other two and loved him, and he would have loved Clark too.
Yeah.
He is, Coach Foust would have probably yelled at Clark for not having the line straight enough on the baseball field. But Clark was Coach Foust kind of guy, and Clark Driggers, two-sport athlete for us, displays everything that we ask out of our athletes. Tremendous job, Clark.
Congratulations, Clark.
Next
All right,
up.
Next up, we got Kinsley Benson.
She won the lunch pail award earlier. She's had a good night so far. Kinsley, tremendous softball player, tremendous student, outstanding work ethic, obviously, and so those Coach Foust would place a high importance on those things. Kinsley did a ton of extracurricular activities. I think she had the most extracurricular stuff on her application for
Our
this.
application, that's
Speaking of application, just so you guys know, this process, kids apply, they have to write an essay. The essays are graded by a nonpartisan English teacher. Extracurriculars are weighed as heavily as GPA and athletic involvement and that kind of stuff. And so the committee.
We would
met
call these
together.
well-rounded individuals.
Well-rounded individuals, kind of like my waistline right now. Shout out to Kobe. And last but not least,
Emily Barnett.
have we said her name already today too?
We
Yeah, she was the
absolutely have.
teammate of the year for girls soccer.
We
Emily
have.
Barnett, just again, a ton of community service, outstanding performance in the classroom.
Great teammate.
Team first kind of girl. So you four, Deshanti, Clark, Kinsley, and Emily, job well done. Coach Foust, I've been very proud.
Congratulations, guys.
Hello, Knights. Congrats to our West Florence High School Athletes of the Year.
I'd like to say congratulations to all our West Florence High School athletes who won awards here tonight.
Hello, Knights. Congrats to this year's honorees.
Congratulations to our West Florence High School Athletes of the Year.
Hello, Knights. Congrats to our West Florence High School Athletes of the Year.
Hello, Knights. Congrats to our West Florence High School Athletes of the Year.
Congratulations to West Florence High School Athletes of the Year.
Hey Knights, this is Coach Wegman with the West Florence boys and girls golf teams. We want to congratulate all of our West Florence Athletes of the Year.
Hey guys, it's Coach Sullivan and I'm here to congratulate you for being the West Florence Athlete of the Year.
Hey Knights, congrats to our West Florence High School Athletes of the Year.
Hello Knights, I am Coach Andrews, boys varsity soccer coach. Congratulations to our West Florence High School Athletes of the Year.
Hello Knights, this is your favorite soccer coach along with the newest member of our Knight family. Congratulations to all of the West Florence High School Student Athletes of the Year.
Hello, Knights. Congrats to our West Florence High School Athletes of the Year.
You guys were chosen because you represent our program, our school, and our community better than anyone else. You have helped prove that West is the best.
You have helped prove that West Florence is best. West is best.
Thank you for showing that West is best.
You have proved that West is best once again.
You have helped prove that West is best.
You have helped prove that West is best.
You have helped prove that West is best.
You have helped to prove that West is best.
You have helped prove that West is best.
Help prove that hashtag West is the best.
You have helped prove that West is best.
Good luck in the Florence One Schools Athlete of the Year.
Male and female athlete of the year. This is the cream of the crop. We talked about every kid we mentioned tonight. Great kid.
Yeah.
These are the best of the best. Okay, so the Athlete of the Year award, we want this to be the representative of our program that best represents us. Classroom, community service, being a grown man and taking care of your own business, right? So grown woman, success in relationships. But more important, most importantly, it's an athletic award.
It is. So they had to exhibit their skill on the field or wherever.
So these kids will be our representatives from West Florence. They will go up to compete against Wilson and South Florence in the Florence One Athlete of the Year competition later on in May. Yeah. Cooper Wallace won it last year. Tay Thompson's won it before. I think Malachi Goodman won this award. Some of the elites. So these will be. There's a nice plaque in the front office that this will go on.
It is hanging up there with actually the valedictorian and salutatorian.
That's correct. Right next to it.
Yeah.
So these kids represent well. I want to talk about the election process of this. Every head coach in the school gets a nomination. Once when nominations come in, we compile a list of stats and achievements and all this kind of stuff and want. We vote on it, and this is it. The girls was unanimous. The boys, we had, I think, 7 people nominated.
The boys was
and it was
tight.
a 1-vote difference.
Yeah, the boys was very tight.
So, but well deserved.
Oh, absolutely. On
let's talk
both
about
ends of the spectrum.
The female athlete of the year. I'll get to the performance stuff later. Talk about her as a kid.
So she has been here. Is this her third year?
Second year? Just 2 years here.
And she is one of those kids that lights up the halls.
Absolutely.
With her smile and her personality, she's so bubbly. She is loved by teachers. She's loved by other students. I can't think of a better person to have won this award for her senior year.
So this girl this year served in the. I don't want to say this wrong. She was an officer in JROTC.
Yes.
Lieutenant Commander, I believe, was the title that she had. She played volleyball in the fall. I think the highlight of volleyball season. One night we were playing somebody, and I think she had like 9 aces in a row, just something ridiculous. During basketball, and I wrote this in her write-up that the paper gets. In addition to keeping the book for the basketball team, doing the laundry, sweeping the floor, she literally sold hot dogs at halftime for the basketball team.
Yeah, she did everything.
Part of that's because she wanted to. The other part because her dad might have been making her, but just tremendous community involvement. She's that girl that every fan, when they came in the door, knew her. She spoke to them by name.
Yes.
All that while being a great big sister and all that kind of stuff. She also carries a 4.9 GPA in the classroom. Well done. She, let's talk about athletic achievements. She, as a sophomore, won the state championship in the 400-meter hurdles.
Yes.
Last year, as a junior, she finished third in the state, breaking a school record for the 400-meter hurdles. Miss Lauren Gordon is our West Florence High School Female Athlete of the Year, and very, very well deserved.
Congratulations, Lauren. We know that you will carry this tradition on to Coastal Carolina next year.
CC, you know.
As we know that you've earned a scholarship there, and we are so proud of everything that you've done for us. Even though we had you for 2 years,
Yep.
you have
To come in and win this award, being a 2-year student here, just absolutely phenomenal.
That's you made your reputation known.
That's right.
By all.
That's right, and I have absolutely no doubt she will crush it at Coastal Carolina.
I
Crush it.
completely agree.
Crush it. Lauren, congratulations. We are pulling for you all the way.
Yes.
Let's talk about our male athlete of the year.
It's another kid that, I mean, he's just, it's one of those students that walks around the halls and people know who he is regardless if they're friends with him or not. Because he is that kind student that walks around.
That's right.
And talks to people, and his teachers love him, and his dedication and his work. I've seen him be a big brother. I know his parents, and just the whole family does an amazing job.
Sure. This kid, in addition, you know, the kind of, this isn't a requirement of this award, but they all kind of start off National Honor Society, Beta Club, XYZ Club that I've never heard of, but they're involved in. This kid had his hand in all of that and did all of that. He was a Special Olympics volunteer. This kid, while doing all this stuff, held down a job at the Florence Country Club.
Yeah.
So just an outstanding high school career, but athletically, all that stuff's important. But I want to tell a story about this kid.
I can't wait to hear.
So last year, we're sending off a Lim Forge recruiting tape to everybody in the country. And I think he scored something ridiculous, like 34 touchdowns or something like that.
He had more rushing yards than I had to get to work.
Yes, absolutely. I think he rushed for like 2,400 yards. But every touchdown he scored, every touchdown Cooper scored, whoever scored it, the first kid in the video to congratulate that guy that scored the touchdown was this kid, without fail. And college coaches would call and say, "This kid's in every daggone picture. How in the world is he doing it?" That says a lot to me about this kid. He cared more about the success of the team than his own success. He also this year was a 3-sport athlete, which is pretty rare.
Yeah, you do not come across a 3-sport athlete.
We only I think we had 3 in the school this year, Pearson, Wyatt, and Hale.
Yeah.
Wyatt Emerson is our male athlete of the year. Wyatt, congratulations. Also, 2nd year in a row, tremendous set of hair. Just a tremendous
got
guy.
it going on.
Tremendous. Wyatt, in addition to being an all-state tennis player, last year finished 19-2, made the individual state tournament, went to the 3rd round of the playoffs. Wyatt is a team first guy. I told you the story about the touchdown celebrations, and that's that's what I'll think about when I think about Wyatt Emerson, just being that teammate. He has done just an absolutely amazing job representing us. So Wyatt, congratulations.
Congratulations, Wyatt.
This was a good awards night. It was different.
It was different, and as much as we want to give these accolades to these students, we want to let them know that we absolutely miss you guys. This school is not the same without you here in these walls. It's not the same without the teachers. And that says a lot about our community, and that says a lot about our culture.
Sure.
That we actually want our students back. During this difficult time, we are so proud of the effort that you guys have given us, both obviously in these athletics, but also academically. And we want this to carry us over even stronger next year. We know that we can't physically be in the weight room. We can't physically be together practicing. But we urge you guys to get out, make sure that you're staying active, talk with your teammates. You know, you can still text with your coaches because that is what's going to carry us over into next year.
Yep.
And I cannot wait for athletics.
Who you telling? Who you telling? Holy smokes.
It's amazing.
I am so excited to get back. Just, you know, coming to the office every day and just thinking about seeing stuff on the wall and going, I can't wait for that to happen again.
Absolutely.
You know, even the minute and annoying stuff, you know, I miss going to Sam's every day and get the concession stand stuff.
Yeah, you were there often.
Skylar Wise is missing Sam's Pizza. That's been the hardest part of this whole thing for her. I think that our kids will come back resilient. Right now, we get a lot of questions of when we coming back. No one knows. No one has any idea. We don't know where this thing's going. I think the top priority is everybody's health, everybody's sanity, and so at the end of the day, West Florence ain't going anywhere. West Florence sports aren't going anywhere. Once we know something, you guys will absolutely know something. And
absolutely.
So, even if, you know, football season's delayed or volleyball season's pushed back 2 weeks, whatever, But I think it's also important to mention, be grateful for what you have, right? Because it can be gone in an instant. Ask the senior class of this year.
Yeah, and it's devastating for them, and,
Yep.
and we want to make sure they go out on a special note
Sure.
With graduation, and we're going to be announcing some things here in the next couple of days to make sure that we honor you guys and how
Absolutely.
we feel that you need to be honored.
Absolutely.
Because you guys have been, in my entire career here, a pivotal piece to why our culture is this way.
Sure.
You really do fuel the school, and you fuel us to want to work harder, and we want to thank you for that. We will be always indebted to everything that you've given to us.
Absolutely. Absolutely well said. Anything else?
No, I want to just, thank you for doing an amazing job. These
Hey,
things
thanks.
always run smooth, and I don't really have to do much except for talk. And
We did this whole thing in one take.
everyone knows I like talking.
Didn't even have to reset anything.
No,
We're
yeah,
crushing it.
it's just how we do
Shout out
things.
Skylar Wise, our camera person, Director of Athletic Operations, the DAO, and thankful that she's here. Nobody's got it better than us.
That is 100%.
Nobody's got it better than us. Hey, until next time.
Thank you, guys.
Later on.
Woo! Diamonds are forever, and so is a Westie. Don't you ever forget that. It's the best thing going today.
Hey athletes, now that the award show's over, you got nothing else to do. Why don't you tweet us a victory speech and we'll retweet it on Twitter.